It's Wednesday. I just finished getting ready for bed, and honestly, today was a terrible, terrible day. I guess I'll just kind of backtrack a little bit to yesterday. I went to see the doctor, and he cleared me for physio. He said that the wounds are healing well. Everything looks dry. I was able to get my homework done. I got my 90-degree goal. Yay. Um, he said everything looks good, so I have to see him in 2 weeks to get the stitches removed. So yeah, yesterday was pretty just uneventful. Pretty much what I'm dealing with right now is just like a lot of nausea and a lot of discomfort. And honestly, the pain is like pretty manageable. So I originally got prescribed super strong drugs, and then like Tylenol. And I haven't used the super strong ones at all. And I stopped using the strong ones yesterday because they're just making me so sick. And I've actually had to use them for something else in the past, and I know they don't work that well for me. So I stopped using those, and I just switched to Tylenol. And yeah, so I didn't take any Tylenol today, actually. I had the bottle with me just in case, but I didn't take any just because like I didn't have that much pain per se. The biggest thing I'm dealing with right now is just like the discomfort and the nausea. So I'm still taking the antibiotics, and every time I take those pills, like within 10 minutes, I just feel like I'm gonna throw up. And I'm not like a throw up kind of person, so I don't know if this is normal for some people, but like it's just a very foreign feeling to me. So to combat that, I've been drinking ginger water. It's literally just like ginger boiled in water, a little bit of honey to sweeten it, and then it helps, but like it's only a temporary solution. It kind of like it doesn't take the pain down completely, but yeah. In terms of discomfort, it's like I'm not even in pain anymore. It's just straight discomfort. So my leg is still in the prison, uh, and I was thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep without it for one night because like it's literally caused me so much grief. But then earlier this morning, I like in my sleep, I'm a pretty light sleeper, so I guess I heard a noise in the house or whatever, and I jerked awake. And then had I not been wearing the brace, my knee literally would have bent. So now I'm like, damn it, I actually have to keep this stupid brace on. So that's kind of disheartening, honestly. So this is what it's looking like now. The tensor band is off. But if you look at my leg, okay, we're gonna ignore this band because this is what I got from Caravana, and I was wearing my knee brace. That's literally sunburn. Anyway, we're past that. So like my leg is like different colors though. I don't even know if it picks up well on camera, but it's just all very scaly. And I am just not used to having skin this like, I want to say gross, but that might be a little mean, but I'm not used to having skin this bad. So it's all just very itchy. It's very tight, and it just burns. It burns so much. These are the dressings that they gave me at the hospital yesterday. I'm gonna change them tomorrow. The stitches, honestly, they're not like bleeding or anything, but you know, for sanitary reasons, obviously, I have to keep it fresh. The pain is honestly negligible at this point, which is great because some people have really, you know, low pain tolerance, and I shouldn't be complaining, but it's just the discomfort is causing me more stress than the actual pain of the knee itself. Like my knee itself hurts. The stitches are very like itchy because it's trying to heal. The leg is gross and scaly, and it's puffy and it's dry. And then of course I'm fighting with myself because I want to get to that like beyond 90-degree bend, but I'm trying to like take my physio slowly. My back is hurting so much. I can get maybe a solid 2 hours of work done, and I have to like stretch and move around in my chair, and even then it like hurts to get to a comfortable position. So it's like you got to be in a little bit of extra pain just to get some relief. So yeah, it's not the most positive vibes today, but I'm hoping things will get better as we go forward. But yeah, I'm just very sulky these past couple of days just because of all the discomfort. So there's that. The good news is I finally have my clearance to start physio. So I'm going to reach out to my physiotherapist and make sure my sister can get me there in one piece now that it's snowing. I'm a little afraid to walk outside, I'm not going to lie. Um, so yeah, that's the update for today. That was just a dramatic experience. So I had to remove my dressings today just to like keep them fresh. The little one of the stickers was just getting all like gross. So I replaced the whole thing. The girl at the hospital, she put one of the little sticker gauze things literally on one of the stitches. So my sister and I were trying to get it off without disturbing everything else and disturbing all the steri strips around it. So that was just, how long did this take? Like, this was a solid half an hour job, I think. Yeah, so not fun. This is what we're looking like right now. As you can see, my knee is bent, so I am making progress, but it's tough. But yeah, this is what we're looking like right now. I know it looks disgusting on that side of the pinched skin. See, this is the part that gave me a panic attack the other day when I was cleaning it, because I was like, why is it pinching? Yeah, okay. I am 1 week and 2 days post-op, and right now, pretty much what I'm dealing with is just the pain I was feeling before on the shins. It's still there, but it's not as unbearable. Past 2 days has been mostly just like feeling this like a sharp stabbing pain where the stitches are. It doesn't happen often, but it's just like I'll just be kind of like vibing on the couch or whatever, because where else am I gonna go? And then I'll just feel like a stab, and I'm like, oh man, that really hurts. So it's not even the one up top. It's usually the stitches that are like on the shin. So there's that. Emotionally, I mean, still can't go anywhere, so that kind of sucks. But I heard it snowed a lot last night, so I'm kind of glad I'm kind of stuck inside if that is the case. So here's how the knee is looking now. The swelling here has gone down quite a bit now, and I'm still working on my calf squeeze exercises, and it's actually becoming a lot easier now that this part's less tight over here. I'm still continuing to ice, just not as frequently as I did in the first week. And then down here, yeah, like it's pretty much the swelling is like I can see a little bone there again, so that's great. Some definition's coming back. And then that's just how it's looking right now. It's pretty just dry and gross. Constantly lotioning, and I exfoliated again today, so my skin feels dry. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's really gross, but it's at least better than it was the first couple days. I've got physio tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that goes. It's really tough being sedentary for so long and then suddenly just like moving again, so hopefully it's not too difficult. Physiotherapist, if you're watching this, please go easy on me. Yeah, so I'll check in tomorrow. I was supposed to give my physio update yesterday, but it was just a long day at work and I just kind of forgot. So let me just get you up to speed. Physiotherapist says I'm doing a good job at this point, considering how most people are usually still in pain at this point in the healing process. So that's good. We worked on getting my 90-degree bend, and he taught me a few extra exercises that is beyond what the doctor told me. So yeah, it's actually been helping a lot, and I feel like there's a lot more, like it's easier to move my leg. The one thing I'm still struggling with is doing the 90-degree bend if I'm just laying down or in a supine position. Other than that, it is getting a lot easier to bend and stretch. So that's promising. In terms of swelling, let's take a look. Look, there is a whole bone right there. There's a little bit of a dent. So yeah, we're getting some definition back in the knee. This part's less plumpy than it used to be. And this is like, I think, day 2 now of me taking a shower without the leg condom on. We're slowly getting some, ashiness taken care of. I'm still very, very scaly, and it still hurts a lot, especially right here. And then the back of my leg. My sister only pointed this out yesterday. She said there's like a dark spot. Now and now I see it. I don't think it'll pick up on camera though. Yeah, right there. That's not entirely shadow. That's like a dark spot. So that's just because the knee brace, like it does like this shape, and it's constantly rubbing up against there. So it hurts a lot, and yeah, I can totally see why that's black. Also, that's where my hamstring is supposed to be, so maybe that's where they got the graft as well. So there might be some residual like swelling and stuff from there. I'm just kind of gearing up for phase 2 of the healing process, which is weight bearing as tolerated. For now, I'm still in non-weight bearing period, which is super, super boring, and I feel really bad for my family because they've had to keep basically being my gophers. And as much as I love being spoiled and being treated like a princess, it's really annoying to have to like rely on them for everything. So this is gonna be exciting at the end of the week when I can actually maybe get up and walk around a little bit. I'm still gonna be living. How dare you clap? I'm still gonna be sleeping in the basement, maybe for just the first week of that period, only because it's still really hard for me to climb into bed. It's just my mattress is so high. And I know when I first got injured and I was trying to climb into bed, and that was with me actually bearing weight, it was really tough. So just to keep as little stress on myself as possible. That's the plan. In terms of sleep, I honestly haven't been sleeping very well. I think in the first few days, with the pain medication and just the exhaustion from the surgery, it's just a lot easier to ignore kind of the annoying bits of sleeping in a brace and wearing the brace 24/7. But now that I have like feeling coming back in my legs, there's less like numbness, and I'm not on pain medications at all. I stopped that like a couple days ago. So I think my body's just very like alert and maybe a bit hyper aware, especially at the site of the stitches. So when it's constantly has this chafing, and if I want to turn, it's just really tough to sleep. Typically, when I sleep, I tend to start off on my back and then I roll over to the left or to the right, depending on just kind of where I'm at in terms of my comfort level. And right now, I can't do that. Rolling on the left is not even an option for me. It's just having to heave over the big weight on my leg. It's just not feasible. So I have completely stopped sleeping on the left side. So it's basically I'll sleep in this position where I'll have my leg bent and then I'll have this one straight, but this would still be in the cast. And it's very uncomfortable. So I have to use that towel right over there to kind of prop this knee up. And then I'll kind of like rest on there. So it's a very strategic sleeping kind of configuration. And I find that it's a little exhausting to have to maneuver in the middle of the night, and that like disturbs my sleep when I know what my body wants to turn, but I physically can't. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully I'll get a good night's rest once the Zimmer splint is actually off, but for now it's been a little rough.